Today we will analyze 15 things people tend to waste money on, as recommended by the legendary investor and billionaire, Warren Buffett. We will be taking a closer look at some common spending habits that might seem harmless but could be draining your wallet and leaving you with less money for the things that matter most. Number 1. Buying an overly expensive house. Making the decision to purchase an overly expensive house can be a major financial mistake. People often buy houses that are beyond their means, despite having a low income, leading to high mortgage payments and property taxes. This not only puts a strain on their finances, but also physically and emotionally, as the house may be too big to manage. It's important to consider your financial situation and make sure you can afford the monthly payments before making such a large purchase. A better alternative may be to buy a modestly priced home that fits your budget and your lifestyle. Remember, the price of a home is not just about the initial purchase, but also includes the costs of maintenance, cleaning, and upkeep over the years. It's wise to avoid taking on a heavy financial burden and instead opt for a more realistic and sustainable option. Number 2. Spending too much at restaurants. Taking some time to go out and have fun with friends or loved ones is important. However, it's important to consider how much money we're spending on these activities and whether it could be put to better use. While there's nothing wrong with enjoying a night out every now and then, it's not necessary to do so every week or every payday. Instead, consider cooking and eating at home. Homemade meals are almost always cheaper than dining out, even at fast food restaurants. Over time, eating healthy, home-cooked meals can also lead to lower medical bills and better overall health compared to constantly eating out. By cooking at home, you also have more control over the ingredients you use and can incorporate more organic produce, vegetables, fruit, and whole grains into your diet. If you have a special occasion coming up, like an anniversary, you can save up for a fancy dining experience. And if your friends are going to the club on Fridays, consider staying in for a quiet, relaxing evening at home. By doing this at least 3 weeks out of the month, you can save money and prioritize your health and well-being. Before continuing, if you are finding this content useful, consider taking a moment to hit the subscribe button, like the video, and turn on your notifications to stay updated on our latest videos. Number 3. Credit card debts. The use of credit cards can bring advantages, as many issuers provide rewards for spending with their cards, such as cashback rewards, airline miles, and more. By making full payments every month, credit cards can be a smart way to handle finances. However, carrying a credit balance can result in paying high interest rates, typically around 20%. This means for every dollar owed to the credit card company, an additional 20 cents will be added every month. If you have a credit card balance of $1,000, you'll end up paying an extra $200 in interest. To avoid this, it's important to never carry a credit card balance and make sure any loan or financial obligation is worth the interest charged. Number 4. Smoking. Smoking and vaping are harmful habits that often cost poor individuals more money than those of other socioeconomic status. On average, smokers spend $200 per month on a pack of cigarettes, leading to an annual cost of $2,400 and a 10-year cost of $24,000. This money could be put towards other necessities such as car repairs or savings for a new car or home. If you're looking to quit smoking, there are alternative ways to resist cravings such as chewing gum, snacking on crunchy and healthy foods, or reaching out to your support system for encouragement. Making the decision to quit and having the support of loved ones can greatly improve your chances of success. Number 5. Spending too much on clothes. It's no secret that some of the world's wealthiest individuals, including Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Warren Buffett, and Steve Jobs, are known for their frugality when it comes to their personal style and wardrobe. Gates famously wears a Casio watch that costs less than $100, while Zuckerberg and Buffett are known to dress modestly. Similarly, Steve Jobs was often seen wearing the same pair of New Balance trainers for years. The question arises, why do these billionaires not spend more on their personal appearance? They recognize that some things, like expensive clothes and accessories, are just not that important in the grand scheme of things. These individuals have prioritized their finances and have chosen to focus on the things that truly matter to them, rather than wasting their wealth and time on unnecessary extravagance. Luxuries may be tempting, but it's important to make smart choices in terms of purchasing. By sticking to basic and functional attire, they can avoid making decisions and instead concentrate on work. The key is repetition and maximizing your wardrobe, rather than constantly splurging on new outfits. By living a simple and austere life, even in terms of clothing, these wealthy individuals are able to maintain their success. Number 6. Buying brand new cars. Buying a brand new car is not worth the price tag. There is nothing in your lifetime that will waste more money than purchasing a new car. As soon as you drive it off the lot, the vehicle begins to depreciate, losing up to 20 to 30% of its value by the end of the first year and at least 60% of its original value in just 5 years. To make matters worse, most people take out loans to buy a new car, which is essentially borrowing money to buy an asset that immediately decreases in value. However, there is a solution to obtaining a shiny, new-smelling car without breaking the bank. Buying a used car that has just come off of a 2-3 year lease can give you almost the same experience, but at a 30% discount. To avoid making this costly mistake, follow the 10th rule for buying a car. The rule is simple: spend no more than 10% of your gross annual income on the purchase price of a car. Number 7. Drinking too much at bars. The amount of money spent on drinks at bars and pubs each year can be quite substantial. A single bottle of beer at a bar or restaurant can easily cost anywhere from $5 to $10 or even more. On the other hand, if you were to buy a 6-pack of good beer from a grocery store, you can expect to pay around $10 or even less. This means that purchasing beer from a bar or restaurant can be 3 times more expensive compared to buying from a grocery store. Many people go to bars for socializing and to meet new people, but there are numerous alternative ways to accomplish these goals. For example, hosting a house party with friends can be a fun and budget-friendly alternative to going out to bars. Bar owners are well aware that people are often willing to pay extra for alcohol, and this results in people spending a huge amount of money on drinks. If you are looking to enjoy drinks with friends and save money at the same time, consider hosting a house party instead of going out to bars. You can purchase the alcohol in bulk from a grocery store and enjoy drinks with your friends in the comfort of your own home. Not only will you save money, but you'll also have the opportunity to bond and connect with your friends in a relaxed and informal setting. Number 8. Gadgets and devices. The desire for the latest and greatest technology is often driven by the various features that new devices offer. The allure of better cameras, sleeker and bigger phones, and updated designs are what many people want. But before you rush to buy the latest phone or gadget, it is important to take a step back and consider whether the upgrade is truly worth it. In many cases, the difference between a previous model and the latest one may not be as significant as it seems. Even if you have the money to pay for a new device, it is wise to compare the features and specifications carefully before making a purchase. While some people justify upgrading for improved specs, experts often point out that the differences may be minimal and not worth the cost. It is common for people to buy gadgets more often than they need, whether it's a fancy toothbrush, a back massager, a cool alarm clock, or a high-end sound system. Although these items may be cool and fun, they are not essential. The next time you find yourself drawn to a new gadget, take a moment to reflect on whether you truly need it. Chances are, you probably don't. Number 9. Not using the gym membership. In the year 2017, around 61 million individuals were members of fitness centers. However, some reports suggest that nearly 70% of these memberships go unused after a few months. The primary source of revenue for most gyms is the membership fees, even if the members don't show up regularly. Gyms and fitness centers provide members with a range of equipment and classes to choose from. However, many people take up a gym membership without having a firm commitment to working out regularly. Hence, a gym membership doesn't make sense if you don't make use of it frequently. Until you can afford a gym membership without incurring more debt, it would be wiser to opt for free workout options. There are many low-cost and free options available for gym memberships. Some people prefer to exercise outside by walking, running, or hiking. It's essential to train your mind and stay determined until you can commit to a fitness routine. Only then will you be able to fully utilize your gym membership. Number 10. Cable and unused subscriptions. With advancements in technology and the widespread availability of the internet, there are numerous ways to spend money. From monthly deliveries of beer or wine to a cheese club or candy subscription, it's possible to receive new items directly to your doorstep. You can even customize your TV experience. However, the convenience of these subscription services can often lead to financial strain. As they are set up for automatic payments, it's easy to keep them indefinitely or even forget that you're paying for them. This can quickly add up and have a negative impact on your finances. A recent study conducted by West Monroe Partners in 2018 revealed that consumers may be spending a lot more on subscription services than they originally thought. Despite being satisfied with their purchases, most individuals are not aware of the total amount they are spending on these services. When asked, they dramatically underestimated their spending. This is good news for companies who operate under subscription models, but bad news for those who advocate for responsible budgeting. If you are unsure of what subscriptions you are paying for, there are a few options available to help. Some apps can provide a comprehensive list of all regular and recurring charges made to your accounts, including subscription services. Additionally, you can take stock of your subscriptions on your own by reviewing your last 6 months of bank statements and credit card bills, then looking for any recurring charges for subscription services. Once you have determined which subscriptions you no longer need, you can either call each company or cancel them online. By keeping track of your subscriptions, you can avoid overspending and maintain control over your finances. Number 11. Too many personal care products. When it comes to skincare, moisturizing and cleansing are essential. However, using too many different products can actually do more harm than good. With the beauty and skincare industry constantly growing and evolving, it can be tempting to try every new product that comes out. But with so many options available, people often end up overusing or combining products, leading to negative consequences for their skin. The key is to keep things simple and straightforward. Find a hair, face, and body care routine that works for you and stick with a small selection of affordable products. When the urge to add more products to your routine arises, take a moment to ask yourself if you're actually accomplishing anything new or if you're just making changes for the sake of change. Number 12. Junk food. There is a common misconception that eating healthy is only for the wealthy, but this simply isn't true. Many people believe that fresh fruits and vegetables are too expensive, but when compared to junk food, they are often cheaper in the long run. A bag of chips may cost nearly $5, while a bag of carrots can be purchased for only 82 cents per pound. Furthermore, consuming junk food may lead to long-term healthcare costs that far outweigh the initial savings. While many people associate wealthy individuals with expensive dining experiences, such as eating lobster in fancy restaurants, the reality is that most wealthy people focus on eating healthy at home by buying fresh fruits, vegetables, and raw foods. So, the next time you're considering purchasing junk food, consider the impact it may have on your health in the long run and opt for a more nutritious option instead. Number 13. Gambling. Gambling can come in many forms, from visiting a casino to purchasing a lottery ticket. The allure of putting in just a small amount of money and potentially winning big can be enticing, but it's important to remember the potential consequences of gambling. Not only is there a high chance of losing more money than you came with, but it's also crucial to make sure that you can afford to spend money on gambling in the first place. Before heading to the casino, it's important to assess your financial situation and make sure that the money you plan on spending is not needed for other necessities. Additionally, having a set budget for your gambling expenses can help ensure that you stick to a limit and prevent overspending. By setting a strict limit, such as only spending $20, you can have a controlled and enjoyable gambling experience without going overboard. Number 14. Buying expensive coffee. Coffee is often seen as a staple in many people's lives. However, buying expensive and fancy coffee drinks can be a waste of money. While it may seem like a small indulgence, the cost can add up over time and take a toll on your wallet. Instead of shelling out money for a $5 coffee drink, consider making your coffee at home. With a simple coffee maker or French press, you can enjoy a delicious cup of coffee for a fraction of the cost. Additionally, you can customize your coffee to your liking with the addition of cream, sugar, and other toppings. It's important to keep in mind that coffee is not essential for living and should not be the source of all your financial struggles. However, it is also okay to treat yourself to a cup of coffee every now and then. In fact, coffee has been proven to improve productivity and help people work more efficiently, which in turn can make them more money in the long run. Ultimately, the decision to buy expensive coffee or make it at home is a personal one. It all comes down to finding a balance between saving money and indulging in small pleasures that make life more enjoyable. Number 15. Unnecessary insurance costs. Many people believe that purchasing more insurance is always better, but this is not always true. Certain insurance policies are simply not required for the majority of people, leading to unnecessary expenses. Here are a few examples of insurance products that may not be worth the cost. Identity theft insurance may not be necessary if your credit card already provides protection against fraud. Life insurance for children may not be necessary, as children do not typically have assets to protect. Many child life insurance policies have a savings component known as cash value, which can be used for college expenses or a down payment on a home, but the fees for these policies may not be worth the rate of return. It is often better for parents to invest their money elsewhere or open a 529 savings account or emergency fund to cover their child's costs. Rental car insurance may not be necessary if your personal car insurance already covers rental vehicles. Collision insurance for older cars that are not worth much may not make sense if the deductible and potential damage cost less than the insurance premium. Travel insurance may not be required if your credit card already provides coverage. It is important to check with your card issuer to determine if this is the case. Thank you for sticking until the end. Check this video on the 10 habits that lead people to poverty from Warren Buffett and consider subscribing to the channel.